Raldor and Shunak fight furiously. Overcoming countless foes, they close in on Sodali, who makes his retreat. Jaden, too, is not far behind. However, unknown to Jaden, disaster prepares to fall upon Rundahl Castle. Led by the hand of Jaden's newly betrothed, Princess Alaya, Goga shinobi now silently lie in wait within the castle. Their goal? To capture Rundahl Castle and take the head of Jaden's trump card, Grifford of Sonitus.
Whilst the bulk of the Sanctum's forces are on the battlefield, there still seem to be a good number of monks left to defend the cathedral grounds.
This can't be good. Do we even have a chance against this many?
This is, in fact, quite what I expected.
How so, Lady Helena?
I believe they dispatch their monks in small groups because they are not able to fully ascertain our military strength.
Why would that matter to them?
It is likely that they think we have Sterne on our side.
I see.
What have you learned?
We have no reports of Sterne being sighted amongst their forces, milady.
Interesting. Looking at the makeup of their troops, there is no doubt that these are the remnants of Leonis that we crossed swords with recently. But then, knowing Sterne, there is a high chance he has simply gone rogue.
Gone rogue? To what end?
Sterne may have headed for the battlefield where Lord Sodali commands. Make haste from the cathedral and head to Lord Sodali. Inform His Holiness that the cathedral has come under attack by the remnants of Leonis.
At once, milady.
A small group of monks is heading this way, paying our forces no heed. What shall we do, Lady Helena?
They are probably messengers being dispatched to inform Sodali of our raid upon his cathedral.
Does that mean they do not think they can easily repel our attack?
Perhaps it does.
Lady Helena, why do we not just try to take the Sanctum's headquarters by storm, here and now?
Yes, judging by how we fared thus far, we could probably succeed.
No, we must maintain constraint. Whilst the idea of a small elite team sounds appealing, our Lumen Division commands far less might than any of the great house's armies. We only remain a threat for as long as the enemy does not know our true numbers.
So, we would lose our advantage the moment we reveal our force's actual size?
Yes, that is what I surmise.
So, we proceed according to our original strategy then.
Let us watch what effect our raid has on the Sanctum, then withdraw as planned. Remember, our goal is to weaken Sodali's military strength on the front line.
of sanctum monks increases the closer I draw to the front line. But I cannot tarry so. I need to catch up to King Mont and Lilith.
You are Ramada of Leonis.
Judging by the appearance of you two, you belong to Sadali's Snow White Guard. Murmur and Grace, if I am not mistaken.
We are none other.
So, it would seem the Sanctum has finally shown their commitment to this war. But what would cause Sadali's Divine Guard to ignore Rundahl's forces and concentrate on Leonis instead?
Lord Sadali does not appreciate having unpredictable elements in play.
By unpredictable elements, you mean?
Do not play the fool. In a way, armies such as Rundahl's are easy for Lord Sadali to combat. However, amongst the ranks of Leonis stands you, an astrologer. Those who read the stars can see the unseeable. They can change the tides of battle. So once we defeat the likes of you, there will be no one left who can turn the tides anymore.
You overestimate my kind. That said, you are not the only ones who can see a path to victory. Members of the Snow White Guard, if I dispatch you two here and now, then the Sanctum's defeat will be a certainty.
You may drop the brave facade. I smell blood. Your blood. How many soldiers have you cut down this day? And how many wounds did you suffer to do so? Even if you were at full strength, you alone could not stand up to the might of the two of us. Let us hear it as your final words.
Hear what?
You gazed at the stars a short moment afore. What did the stars tell you?
Our fates are ever changing. Even with every moment that passes as we talk here, our destinies have continued to shift. However, Leonis will not be beaten. That much shall not change.
And we shall have to twist fate itself by brute force. I did not imagine you could last this long against the two of us. You have lived up to your reputation, but it is now time to end this. War is not waged by an army of one. There is no way you can possibly win this battle.
Oh, but this battle has only just begun! Miss Ramada, hang in there!
I am fine, thanks to the sight of you.
You saw their approach in the stars.
At first, I had expected them to return to Ovis Castle. But something changed.
That's right. We had been ordered by King Mont to attend to a throng of wounded civilians.
It was starting to feel like we wouldn't be able to manage them all on our own. But then, some Leonis soldiers happened to pass by.
And they offered to carry the wounded civilians to Ovis Castle in our stead.
It is indeed the nature of fate to be ever evolving.
We had just finally gained some recognition, not only from King Mont, but even the people of Rundahl. So at this point, we thought the only thing to do was head back to the front lines and fight.
These two are members of Sadali's Divine Guard, aren't they?
Oh, goody! That means if we defeat them...
It will prove that Fordham has finally arrived and made it big time!
You will have plenty of time to continue your fanciful dreams once you enter eternal slumber.
Didn't go according to plan. Oh, let's just take them down and make a bigger name for ourselves. What were we thinking?
They certainly made us pay for that one, huh?
You did well to go up against them and hold your ground as you did.
But in the end, look at us. We're hightailing it back to Ovis Castle.
We are by no means fleeing in defeat. The fact that Murmur and Grace are not in pursuit of us is proof of that.
Now that you mention it, nobody even seems to be giving chase.
It is a more than respectable result to such a battle. Remember, your opponent was none other than Sodali's divine snow-white guard.
Well, when you put it that way, we actually did pretty well, didn't we?
Yeah, we gave as good as we got, right?
Indeed you did. Your courage is worthy of praise.
Our courage?
Looking back on it, we've been quite the reckless bunch, huh?
I can't believe it's only been 3 years since we came to Leonis. It feels such a long time. But I guess they probably still think of us as newcomers.
Well, I for one consider us to be upstanding citizens of Leonis.
Agreed. Which is why when we see somebody from Leonis in danger, we cannot ignore their plight. It almost feels like it's our very own sisters or brothers who are in trouble.
And that's why we give our all for the sake of Leonis. I guess it's those feelings that brought us to the front lines before we even knew it. Or at least it was that way for me.
Same here.
Well then, let us hold our heads up high as we head back to regroup. We need not worry. The stars assure me so. For King Mont has Lilith by his side.
Grace? Sister. Steady yourself. I am grateful for having been made with a body that cannot feel pain. For if I had been given a sense of pain, then my mind would surely have failed me. Despite that blessing. You are no longer able to move your legs? Correct. Fear not, sister. I shall soon take you to His Holiness. And once we are in His presence, these wounds will be no more. No, you must leave me here for now. Ovis Castle must come first. What about Ovis Castle? From the outside, Ovis appears neutral. But it was due to the backing of the crystal sanctum that they were able to prosper up until now. However, now that their king Roxa is no more, Ovis seems to have sided with Leonis instead of the sanctum. And that is not all. Ovis appears to be harboring the injured soldiers of both Hourne and Rundahl, even treating their wounds. I see. If we lay siege, or even seize Ovis Castle, then the state of the war would turn greatly in our favor. That is why you must leave me, and inform Lord Sodali of this immediately. Understood. wait right here. I shall return soon. Yes, sister.
Just tough it out. Ovis Castle should soon be in view.
This is what I get for trying to do the right thing and avoid hurting the innocent.
Well, you certainly surprised me. I did not pick you for the lay not a single finger on the common folk type.
Look where it got me, though. That'll teach me to act like something I am not.
Perhaps you were influenced by King Mont's example?
Don't give me that. Why must I follow someone else's example? Especially his.
Then what made you do it? Oddly quiet, aren't you?
Well, you still count yourself loyal to Leonis, for now at least. Don't you, Elzarella?
For now, at least, yes. Are you implying that you put the safety of those civilians first for my sake? The silent treatment. Well, you can ignore me if you please, but I shall have to abandon you here in return.
All right already. I did it for you, okay? You take issue with that?
Oh, you have a kind side after all.
Really? I am the epitome of kindness. It's called being a gentleman, you know?
Well, maybe if you keep imitating King Mont, then Lady Machérie might come to hear of your kind deeds.
That's not what this is about.
Oh, so you realize that you stand no chance against King Mont and have given up on Lady Machérie then?
No chance, huh? Yeah, perhaps that's it.
What? You admit defeat then? That's no fun.
I get it already. Machérie would never turn her head to consider the likes of me.
But if you know that, then why would you persist in pursuing her?
I doubt you would understand this, but... when a man reaches for the unattainable, and despite facing the impossible, continues on, resolute, and never loses heart, is that not gallantry at its finest?
Oh boy, I should not have asked.
It's not as if I thought this way from the outset. When I first laid eyes on Machérie, it felt as if a jolt of lightning ran right through my body. It made me believe I would be happy to even die for her. But then, well, who could blame her, right? My rival for her attentions was the great King of Leonis. I was painfully aware it wasn't just the difference in our social standings that I was up against.
Despite all that, you still maintain the pretense of having an interest in Lady Machérie?
Well, it might not look it, but I'm doing my best over here. It's just...
The people around you are all so amazing that it feels like you cannot climb above them?
Yeah, that's exactly how it feels.
Do you lack confidence in yourself?
I guess I do. I had hoped that maybe one day, the very Machérie who would never turn her head to consider me might offer me even a single word of praise. And then I would know I've become more than I was. Somewhere along the way, I came to think in such a pitiful way. Now it seems all my efforts were in vain. My time wasted.
No. You are wrong there.
Oh,
There are surely others who have their eye on you. Considering you, probably.
it would be nice if that were the case.
They might even already, be close by.
Really? Where?
You know, around. Somewhere.
Damn, it seems we've got company. Double damn! We are most definitely outnumbered. If we weren't already wounded and weary, we might have had a chance, but... Run, Elzarella. Leave me and save yourself.
Don't be such a lackwit.
Who are you calling a lackwit? If you stay, you'll...
Be killed? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, there are worse ways for things to end.
Elzarella.
Stop your worrying. If it comes to it, I suppose I can accompany you in death.
Do you really think you can beat the three of us? We have you now!
Oh no, you don't!
Ridiculous! Throwing his weapon like that! Now unarmed, you are easy pickings to take down first!
Run, Camilo!
Where are you looking, girl? Your opponent is here!
You think you have me beat, eh?
Don't feign bravery! Any hope of you winning is long gone! Take this! Where'd he go?
Still a dragoon despite his buffoonery. You forgot this, Camilo!
Thank you! That takes care of that.
Camilo! You lackwit. Why did you let go of your precious spear?
Because I trust you. I had no doubts you'd know exactly what to do. Hey, Elzarella, you're not crying now, are you?
I guess I have no choice but to give you my trust too then. So don't let me down.
Curses. It's like every monk from the sanctum thinks they can take us on simply because we're weak and wounded. Can't they give us a break?
How does it feel to be so popular? What is it, Camilo?
Run, Elzarella.
What? Running is out of the...
Run for your life! lot are persistent. What are you doing? Just run!
Do you think I could just leave you to die here?
Well, you've called me a lackwit over and over. But who is the real lackwit here? Nothing good will come from dying by my side.
I am not a lackwit. I am just a sucker for lost causes. So you take that back.
You two have been running amok unimpeded. But that comes to an end now.
A sanctum gunner brigade?
That we are. Do not worry, your deaths shall be gruesome but painless. Fill them full of holes! What just happened? Were those Rundahl soldiers? But they vanished!
By now you should know what that means.
That voice. I knew it. Of all the times he could possibly show up.
He brought down that many monks without missing a single shot.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before? In Hindler, wasn't it?
Hindler is a thing of the past for me.
So who are you aligned with currently? If I'm not mistaken, your companion there appears to hail from Leonis.
Leave her out of this! My spear has no banners behind it.
I wouldn't have cared if you had said you were both sided with Leonis, you know. My only enemy for now is the Crystal Sanctum. If you aren't with them, then I don't need to put a bullet in you. I watched you two put down brethren upon brethren of monks just now. You showed quite some mettle there. What say you come join us in Rundahl? We'd welcome you with open arms.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Your loss. But if that is the path you choose for yourself, I can respect it. What is it?
You're going to leave us be? Just like that?
If I intended to kill you, I would have done so already.
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
Tell me, does Mont still draw a breath by any chance? If you happen to meet up with him, pass on a message for me. I look forward to us going at it again.
Well, it seems as if Jaden acknowledges you.
He was just saying it for the sake of it. But I guess even insincere praise is still praise, so that's something to be happy about.
See? I told you there were others with their eyes on you, considering you. Anyway, we really should return to Ovis Castle.
You can say that again.
Your Highness.
I know. The sheer number of monks we are encountering is fast increasing.
Proof that we are close to the front line.
How are your wounds, Lilith?
I know not of what you speak.
You think I did not notice? We did not leave Ovis Castle in perfect condition.
I could say the same of you, my king. Was it not you who all but fell comatose from being wounded head to toe?
I cannot deny that happened. seem to have shaken it off. It almost feels like a distant memory now.
Perhaps you have settled into the responsibility of being king.
Father was never one to complain. I wonder if I will ever be as great a king as he was.
Is it your wish to become like King Elda?
I know that not all my father's ways were correct. I cannot deny that oft I suspected that his actions were in fact wrong. But that said, Father continued to protect our homeland from the great houses, using whatever measures he deemed necessary. I can only wonder whether I will be able to do similar. Even if I am disliked, feared, or outright loathed, will I still be able to give my very all for the people I serve? I am sure new ordeals will continue to arise, like a never-ending stairway one must continue to climb. Perhaps I shall lose my footing and stumble at some step, or even become disillusioned in myself and turn around. That is what I fear.
What do you think you have us at your side for, then? Perhaps from your position, we seem like an unreliable, ragtag kind of bunch. But we all love and respect you, our king.
Lilith.
If you grow weary, then let nothing stop you from resting. And if you become fearful, then take a moment to look away from your tribulations. But do so knowing we are all here for you. And you can depend on us. Always. If you wish it from us, we will become your sword, your shield. At times, we may even become a tree to shelter you from the rain. Never forget that.
Thank you, Lilith. Nothing will stop us from reaching Sodali. Our people depend on us. We only need but fight a little farther, and our goal shall be in sight.
You may discard these pleasantries and skip straight to the point. Why does Lord Sodali send a messenger to Ovis at this time?
Do you truly need an explanation for what you already know yourself? So be it. I shall deliver the message. Lord Sodali desires the immediate surrender of this castle.
You cannot be serious! The leaders of Ovis maintain neutrality. We want no involvement in the war between the Crystal Sanctum and Rundahl.
So, you claim ignorance then? Your Princess Shalza carried out Lord Sodali's bidding via her communications with the Sanctum.
The princess was a traitor. She was cajoled by Sodali to the point of murdering our beloved King Roxa.
So that is how you're playing it? Then what about Princess Lucielle?
I am afraid our dearly beloved Princess Lucielle
is very much alive.
What?
She is under the safeguard of our sanctum.
You lie!
Oh, it is no lie. But there is more.
What more?
You seemed to have thought you could hide it from us, but we know you offer refuge to the forces of both Hourne and Rundahl. Why, pray tell, would a kingdom that claims neutrality do such a thing? Clearly, it can only be viewed as a hostile act towards the Crystal Sanctum. So I ask you again, will you surrender this castle peacefully? Or do you choose to die along with the wounded Hourne and Rundahl soldiers you harbor?